Hey there, it's Dr. Bernstein, the president and founder of Get Yourself Into College. And today I'm taking you behind the scenes right into actual Yale alumni interviewer reports so that you can more effectively prepare for your interview with alum from any college. So stay tuned. Okay, so I want us to look at two specific Yale alumni reviewer reports. One on a student named Hans and one on a student named Teresa, in order to help you avoid earning two very common but negative evaluations. Yale tells us that the report on Hans, and this is a direct quote, that it offers the kind of insight that helps the admissions committee distinguish among candidates with similar credentials, similar academic credentials, but different levels of maturity. It is so important to understand that there are going to be thousands of applicants who are, technically speaking, very similar to you. So if you want to get from, say, the 30% of applicants who are like within the range for these schools and into, say, the 10% or under of accepted students, you need to demonstrate, among other things, what Yale refers to as maturity. So let's look at how Hans didn't demonstrate his maturity. Hans's interviewer reports that the biggest challenge during the interview was getting Hans to elaborate on his thinking because he sees no need to explain. The interviewer says, it seems like everything is just really quickly clear to himself in his own mind. The interviewer concludes that Hans will eventually develop his ability to elaborate and to give more complete explanations, but he's not quite there yet. Ouch. Yale's alumni interviews are evaluative. An observation, like the one that his reviewer made, is going to hurt. Now, let's take a quick look at Teresa's report. Yale points out that Teresa's report is a really good example of a common, this is a direct quote, a common assessment for a large number of our applicants who are perfectly admissible, but are unlikely to stand out in the pool. So we're back to that big challenge. How do you get from the 30% of perfectly admissible to the 10% or under who are accepted? Teresa's interviewer notes the following. I asked her why she wanted to be a doctor, and I first got her funny answer, which was, I'm good at science and I'm Asian after all. I then got the real answer. She enjoys science and math as disciplines, and her mother was a nurse in their former country, and she has a very positive view of helping people for a profession. This is another evaluation that's going to hurt. Of course, basically everyone who wants to go into medicine wants to help other people. They also tend to enjoy science. That's a good foundation. But you really need to be able to provide your alumni interviewers and your admissions committees and your applications with much more specific detail, with more vivid and specific anecdotes that illustrate, that help explain why you're interested in science and medicine. So to stand out, Teresa would have needed to do things like talk about specific aspects of medicine that interest her, specific illnesses that matter to her that she wants to work on help curing. She would have needed to give concrete, specific examples of why she wants to help people, and of course, how she has already done this, perhaps through volunteering. If you want to get a lot more detail about Yale alumni interviews and my perspective and commentary on the interviewer reports and tips on how you can prepare to excel in your interviews, I want you to head over to my blog. The link to the blog post is in the description box below this video. You could also just Google Yale alumni interviewer reports and get yourself into college, and it should pop up in the results. But before I release you from this video, I want to circle back to this issue of maturity, especially intellectual maturity. Because intellectual maturity is something that matters a great deal in the college admissions process. And we've seen two ways that students have not demonstrated intellectual maturity. But what is intellectual maturity? In this context, an intellectually mature student is a student who has the ability, who has developed the ability to reflect on his or her interests, experiences, and goals, and not only has reflected on these things, but can express these thoughts in conversation and in writing. It's exactly these kinds of insights that Hans's and Teresa's alumni interviewers were hungering for, right? Hans's interviewer wanted to learn more about how he thinks. Teresa's interviewer wanted to learn more about her interest in medicine. So it's not enough to just pursue your interests. You really need to be able to talk about why these things matter to you. And the problem, of course, is that Hans cannot yet explain, and Teresa can only give a very superficial response. So I don't want all your hard work in high school to kind of fizzle out when you get to the alumni interview and college admissions process. And the best thing to do is really give yourself the time to learn how to develop anecdotes that help admissions officers understand how you think, what interests you, why it interests you, and how you've pursued your interests. If you want more help learning how to do these things, head over to my website. It's getyourselfintocollege.com, and there's lots more really valuable free content there. And I also show you ways that you can work with me if I have availability. So that's it for now. Take care. Bye.